It's happening. Today's the day.
You sound like you're about to faint.
I might. I just zipped the dress and my hands are shaking.
That's normal. You're getting married, not defusing a bomb.
Feels like both.
He loves you, Lena. He picked you. Not the past. Not the drama. You.
I know, I do, but I also know her.
Don't even start with Vanessa. She's not here.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Wait. Why do you say that?
I saw a car outside. Silver BMW, her model, her plate.
You think she'd crash your wedding? In what world is that okay?
In her world, where no one else matters but her.
Want me to go check?
Number, maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe I'm just scared this will all fall apart.
Then I'll be your glue. No falling apart today. Got it?
You're the only reason I'm still breathing right now.
Damn right I am. Let's get you married. Lena.
What? What is it?
She's here.
Tell me you're joking.
White dress. Low back. Hair curled like it's her day.
You've got to be kidding me.
I wish I was. She's smiling like she owns the place.
Is Jason with her?
Number. But she's been looking for him.
Oh my God.
What do you want me to do? Kick her out?
Number, let her stay.
Wait, what?
Let her stay. Let's see what she came here for.
Lena.
I need to know what I'm really marrying into. If she makes a scene, it's not on me.
You're playing with fire.
Then I'll burn gracefully.
She just brushed past me. She smiled. She actually smiled.
I saw her from the top of the stairs. She looked right at me.
And Jason?
He's in the study. Said he needed a minute to breathe.
That's convenient.
I'm going in.
Alone?
Yes, he knew.
What?
He knew she might show. She texted him this morning.
And he didn't tell you?
Didn't want to stress me.
Unbelievable.
He said she's not over him, and he was hoping she wouldn't actually come.
He's protecting her feelings more than yours.
I asked if they talked recently.
And?
He hesitated. That was enough.
Want me to yank the ring off his finger?
Number, I have it. It's still in my hand.
Wait, what do you mean? You took it back?
I never gave it to him. I kept it until the altar. I needed to feel certain.
You brilliant, cautious woman.
He said, Vanessa's nothing to worry about.
Then why does she look like the damn bride?
Exactly.
What now? You still walking down that aisle?
I think I might walk somewhere, but not toward him.
Lena.
Let's see what she does next. I want to look her in the eye.
I'm right behind you, always. She's by the bar now. Talking to your cousin like she's family.
Of course she is. She never knew how to exit quietly.
I still don't understand what she's trying to pull.
It's not about me, it's about him. It always was.
You sure you don't want me to walk over and tell her to crawl back under whatever rock she came from?
Number, she wants drama. I won't hand her the stage.
Then what's the plan?
I walk straight toward her, with the ring in my hand, and I say nothing until she speaks first.
You're terrifying. I love it.
You have to be. With women like her, you have to be louder in silence.
Okay, she's turning. She saw you.
She's smiling again. I could slap that smile off.
Hold. You're fire. You're here to end something, not start something.
Too late. She's walking this way.
I swear if she touches you, I'll lose my earrings and my morals.
She stopped, just standing there like she owns the air between us.
What is she waiting for?
Me to blink first, not today.
What did she say?
You look beautiful, just like I did at my wedding.
I'm gonna throw a chair.
I said nothing, just held her gaze. Then she said, It's strange standing here, full circle, huh?
She's trying to crawl under your skin.
I smiled. I said, The circle only includes people still invited to the dance.
That's my girl.
Then she tilted her head and whispered, You really trust him.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I asked her, Did you?
And?
She said, I did. Until I caught him at a hotel with someone who said the same thing to me you just did.
Is she bluffing?
That's the worst part. I don't think she is.
What did you say?
I said, Then I guess we've both been fools for the same man.
And?
She touched the ring in my hand, said, It never fit me right. Maybe it won't fit you either.
This woman has no brakes.
I looked at her and said, Then I won't bother trying.
Wait, what are you saying?
I think I'm done. Mara, I think I'm actually done.
You're walking away?
I'm walking toward myself, finally.
Where's Jason?
Still hiding in that room, I bet, avoiding both of us.
Do you want to talk to him? Or just leave it like this?
I want to look him in the eyes and ask just one question.
Which is?
Was I ever the choice or just the backup?
That gave me chills.
If he can't answer without blinking, I'm out.
I'll be waiting outside with the car, engine running, purse full of snacks.
I love you.
I love you more. Go finish this. I'll be the first one clapping if you walk back alone.
I'm not walking back, I'm walking forward.
Go, burn it down with dignity.
He was sitting in the chair, tie loosened, staring at the floor.
He knew.
I asked him, straight out,
And?
was I ever the choice or just the backup?
What did he say?
He paused, looked at me, said, "You were the peace I needed after the storm."
That sounds poetic, but empty.
I told him, "I'm not here to heal you. I was supposed to be your home."
And?
He said, "I thought I was ready." I really did.
Translation, he wasn't.
I nodded, put the ring on the table, said, "Give it to someone who doesn't mind cleaning up your unfinished past."
God, Lena, that's power.
He didn't try to stop me, not once.
Because somewhere in him, he knows you deserve better.
Because somewhere in me, I finally believe it too.
I'm outside. Backseat ready. Music cued. Your freedom playlist.
I'm walking out now.
Deep breath. Hi, head. I'm opening the door.
I see you.
I've always seen you. Come home. I've got water, tissues, and a Snickers bar. Want to cry or curse first?
I don't feel like doing either. I feel weirdly calm.
You're in shock. Emotional shock is sneaky.
Maybe. Or maybe I've finally stopped lying to myself.
About him?
About what I thought we had.
You thought it was real. That's not a lie. That's love.
But love shouldn't feel like you're constantly hoping you're not a fool.
Then it's not love. It's a gamble.
And I've been betting against myself for months.
I wanted to say something earlier, but you were so in it.
Say it now, I can take it.
He dimmed you. I watched you shrink every time he said, "Let's not get into that." Or, "Why are you so sensitive?"
I thought I was being mature, that I was picking my battles.
There shouldn't have been a war in the first place.
Do you think I missed the red flags?
I think you painted them beige.
God, that hurts.
I know, but the truth has teeth.
And I fed it silence.
He didn't deserve you. But worse, he didn't even try to.
He tried, but only when it was easy, only when it made him look good.
Do you want to tell Ava? Or should I?
I'll tell her. She deserves to hear it from me.
She'll be proud of you.
I don't want her to think I gave up.
You didn't give up. You walked away from someone who wouldn't meet you halfway.
I just keep seeing Vanessa's face, that smug certainty, like she knew this would happen.
Let her gloat. You didn't lose. You chose peace.
But what if he goes back to her? What if she was the plan all along?
Then let him. You're not the prize he deserves. You're the one he never could earn.
You make it sound so strong, but I feel cracked open.
Strength isn't about feeling invincible. It's about doing the hard thing while shaking.
I don't know how to start over. I thought this was it.
Then let's not start over. Let's start forward. One step. One deep breath. One car ride away from that circus.
I still have my dress on. I look like a bride with no aisle.
Number, you look like a woman who chose her own damn direction.
He didn't even come after me.
Because he knew he couldn't change your mind anymore.
Would you have left if it were you?
Honestly, I would have thrown the ring in his drink.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to waste good champagne.
There she is. The woman with bite. I missed her.
She's tired, but she's still in here somewhere.
I'll carry you until you find her again.
What if I never love anyone again?
Then you love yourself harder than anyone else ever could.
I'm scared of being alone.
You're not. You've got me. Avenue your spine, your instincts, and now your freedom.
I keep hearing the vows I wrote, all those words I never got to say.
Read them to yourself. Or burn them. Either way, they're still yours.
I wrote, "I choose you not because I need you, but because I want to build a life with you."
That line deserves better ears.
I said I'd never walk away like my mother did.
You didn't walk away. You stood up. That's different.
How do you always know the exact thing I need to hear?
Because I've been listening longer than he ever did.
He said I was dramatic, that I always overreacted.
Classic tactic. Make you doubt your own gut so you stop trusting yourself.
I used to apologize even when I wasn't wrong.
I remember. You'd say sorry when people bumped into you.
And now I just handed back a wedding ring like it was overdue trash.
Growth looks good on you.
It feels like grief.
It is. The death of a future you once believed in. Mourn it, then make room for a new one.
I keep thinking he'll text or call.
He might. But you already said everything that needed to be said.
What if he shows up at my door?
Then I'll be parked outside with a bat and a playlist.
Why do you always go full crime drama when I'm heartbroken?
Because the people who hurt you don't deserve quiet exits.
I want to sleep for a week.
Then you'll sleep at my place. I'll cook, you cry, I drink, you vent.
Deal.
You know what you really did today?
What?
You showed Ava what it means to walk away with dignity. That's legacy.
God, that made me cry.
Good. Now eat this Snickers. It's medicinal.
Do you think one day I'll laugh about all this?
One day you'll tell it like a war story. And everyone will cheer for the woman who left the altar and chose herself.
I think I needed to hear that more than anything.
Then remember it. Burn it into your bones. You're not broken. You're becoming.
I want to be done with men who make me feel small.
Then never date anyone who looks down at you, unless it's to help you up.
Can we go get pancakes?
Now you're talking like royalty. Let's eat like queens.
Let's go, before I remember the taste of regret.
Already on the highway. I'll drive faster than your doubts.
I love you so much.
Not more than I love seeing you free.
He just texted me.
Block him.
I haven't opened it yet. I just saw his name. My stomach flipped.
That's muscle memory, not love. Don't confuse them.
What if it's an apology, a real one?
And what? You'll read it and suddenly the dress on Vanessa disappears?
Number, but I guess I want to hear him say he was wrong.
He doesn't deserve the last word. You already said yours with your feet.
You're right, I don't know, I'm shaky again.
That's grief pretending to be curiosity. Don't fall for it.
I don't want to go back, but I want to understand.
You'll never get the closure you want from the person who hurt you.
Then why does part of me want to answer?
Because your heart is kind. But this is where your spine needs to speak louder.
He just said I'm outside.
What?
He's outside my house.
Do not open that door.
I can see him through the blinds, just standing there.
He's not Romeo. He's a problem with good hair.
He's just standing, not texting again, not knocking, just waiting.
Because he knows once he leaves, it's really over.
What do I do?
You sit, you breathe. You remember why you left.
I can't stop thinking about all the nights we talked about the future.
You were building castles. He was still holding on to ghosts.
He looks sad.
Sad is easy. Change is hard.
What if this was all just a mistake, a moment of weakness?
Then he should have had strength when it mattered. Not after.
What if I'm walking away from the one person who might have eventually got it right?
You're not a training ground for almosts.
He hasn't moved. He's just waiting.
Let him wait. Let him feel what you felt all those months. Waiting to matter more.
Why do I still love someone who hurt me like this?
Because love is stubborn. But dignity has to be louder.
I feel like I'm breaking all over again.
Then break, but don't go backward.
He looked up. I think he saw me watching.
Walk away from the window. He doesn't need that satisfaction.
I wish he'd just leave.
Or wish harder that you won't care even if he stays.
I want to open the door and ask why.
You already know why. You just don't like the answer.
What if I just open it, crack it, not say a word?
What do you think will happen? He'll cry? Kneel? Rewrite the past?
Number, but maybe I'll stop wondering.
No, babe. You'll start hoping again. That's the real danger.
He texted again. Please, just 2 minutes.
2 minutes is all it takes to undo your strength.
You don't think people can change?
People change, but not because they're afraid of losing you. That's panic, not growth.
I hate that he knows the parts of me I never showed anyone else.
He may know them, but he didn't honor them. That's the difference.
I'm scared I'll regret slamming the door shut forever.
And you won't regret reopening it to the same pain?
How do you sound so certain?
Because I've seen too many women turn their backs on freedom for a familiar cage.
He's still out there, 5 feet away.
Let him be. Let the silence say what words can't.
If I ignore him, it'll kill me all night.
And if you open that door, it'll kill everything you rebuilt today.
I wish I didn't miss him.
You miss the version of him you created in your head. Not the man who stood beside his ex in white.
I need to do something. I'm shaking again.
Okay. Then write. Write what you want to say, but don't send it.
That sounds stupid.
Number, it's power without surrender.
All right, I'm typing.
I'll wait. Don't send it. Just show me.
You let her walk in wearing my role, and you didn't stop her. You let me bleed in silence while she smiled like she belonged, and now you want 2 minutes? I gave you years in my heart. You can spend the rest of your life wondering how I walked away without a word.
My God, That's not a message. That's a monument.
Should I send it?
Number, keep it for yourself. That's your closure, not his.
He's texting again. I'm sorry.
Too late. Apologies after public humiliation don't land.
I blocked him.
Say that again. Slower, I want to frame it.
I blocked him.
That's my girl. We are officially past the ghost of Jason.
Then why do I feel so hollow?
Because grief isn't a clean break. It's a wave. Let it hit. Then let it pass.
I don't know if I'm strong or numb.
You're both, and that's okay.
Can we do something dumb tomorrow? Like get matching tattoos or karaoke?
Hell yes. Let's tattoo block on your ring finger.
Or I choose me.
That one might make me cry in the chair.
I think I finally understand what letting go actually feels like.
It feels like peace. Ugly, aching peace, but peace.
And it's mine.
Every inch of it. You earned it.
Then let's promise something.
Anything.
If I ever ask what if again, you remind me what was.
I'll do more than remind. I'll read you your own message back to you. Line by line.
Deal. And maybe someday I'll laugh about today.
Not someday, just not today. But one day soon.
Thank you for being my anchor and my sword.
Always. Even if you fall apart again, I'll help tape you back up.
Then I'm going to bed now, alone, but not broken.
Not broken. Rebuilt. Sleep warrior. I've got your back till the sun comes up.
I don't know what I did to deserve you.
You walked away from a man who didn't clap when you shined. That's all the proof I need.
Good night, Em.
Good night, Elle. Stronger tomorrow. Always.
I had the weirdest dream.
Tell me, unless it involves snakes. I charge extra for decoding reptiles.
He was standing at an altar, but not waiting for me, waiting for her, Vanessa.
Oh, God.
I was behind a glass wall, yelling, crying, but no one heard me.
That's not a dream. That's your body trying to process betrayal.
I woke up sweating. I checked my phone half asleep, like maybe it was just in my head.
Your mind's trying to finish a chapter your heart already closed.
But then I saw a message from his sister.
You didn't block her?
She never did anything wrong, and we were close. I thought I could keep that.
What did she say?
Just one sentence. Please don't believe everything you saw yesterday.
Wow. So now gaslighting comes with a family stamp of approval.
I replied and asked what exactly I wasn't supposed to believe.
And?
She said Vanessa showed up uninvited, that Jason was furious, that he didn't even know she had a dress like that.
Why didn't he throw her out then? Why stand there like a stunned puppy?
Exactly. He didn't stop it. He let it unfold.
Intentions mean nothing when silence screams.
I asked her, so why did he come to my house and just stand outside like a ghost?
You're more generous than me. I wouldn't even text back.
She said he's been spiraling, that he hasn't slept, that he's blaming himself for everything.
Good. Let him sit in the mess he made. You cleaned yours.
But part of me wonders, do I owe him a final talk?
You don't owe him anything, not even clarity.
What if I'm wrong about him? What if this wasn't malicious, just weak?
Weakness isn't harmless. It still cuts. You still bleed.
I'm not defending him. I'm just afraid that someday I'll wish I'd let him explain.
Let him explain to his therapist. You're not a rehab center for men with unresolved guilt.
I wish I could rip out the part of me that still wants to fix it.
That's the same part that made you love deeply. Don't kill it. Just teach it boundaries.
I keep replaying his face, the part of him that looked like a lost little boy.
You didn't sign up to be his mother. You were supposed to be his partner.
His sister asked if she could call me. She said he's been spiraling hard.
And what would that call fix? Who's it really for? You or them?
I don't know, closure maybe, or a peace treaty.
There's no treaty with people who let you burn while they watched.
I'm so tired, Em. I don't want to keep fighting feelings I didn't ask for.
Then feel them. Just don't act on them. Let them pass like waves.
I miss the parts of him that felt safe, before everything twisted.
Sometimes what feels like safety is just familiarity wearing a mask.
Do you think there's a world where we could have made it work?
Sure. A world where he chose you fully. Where she didn't show up. Where he fought for you like you did for him. But that world doesn't exist.
I needed to hear that.
I'll remind you every time your brain tries to build castles from ash.
Then tell me again why I left.
Because you refused to share your spotlight with a ghost. Because you didn't want to compete for love. Because you finally chose yourself.
Why does choosing yourself feel like heartbreak instead of triumph?
Because healing doesn't come with parades, it comes with silence, shakes, and a slowly rebuilding soul.
You always say the things I don't even know I need.
Because I've seen too many strong women give back their crowns for crumbs. You're not one of them. Not anymore.
I think I'm going to block his sister too.
You sure?
Yes? If someone is calling me from the fire to remind me how warm it used to be, they're not helping.
Block. Clean. Move. You're detoxing the soul.
It hurts to lose her too, but I can't rebuild on a foundation tied to him.
I'll build new ones with you. No ghosts, no excuses. Just you and peace.
Do you think he'll move on quickly?
He might, but it won't be real. He'll chase what he lost, not what he learned.
And what did I lose?
A man who couldn't choose you publicly. That's not a loss. That's a gift returned.
Then what did I gain?
Self-respect. A clean slate. A story your daughter can grow strong from.
It still feels like dying.
It is. A version of you died. The one that tolerated less than she deserved.
Then who am I now?
A woman who could have gone through hell and still chose not to stay there.
I don't know how to live without the idea of him yet.
Then live 1 hour at a time. Let go in pieces.
I want to change my number, cut everything.
Then do it. Hit reset. Not for revenge, for rebirth.
Rebirth sounds dramatic.
So is standing at an altar and handing the ring to another woman. If anyone earned drama, it's you.
It's wild how love can turn into mourning overnight.
Because it was never solid. You were loving a shadow. And now you're standing in the light.
I hope the light feels worth it one day.
It will. When you no longer flinch at his name. When you laugh without wondering if he'd approve. When you love without apologizing.
I want that version of me.
Then build her. One text blocked. One memory released. One soft moment at a time.
Thank you for every word, for holding me together with text and truth.
Always, until you don't need reminders. Only mirrors.
I just opened Instagram. I shouldn't have.
What happened?
She posted a picture.
Vanessa?
Yes, she's wearing that white dress, smiling, holding a champagne glass.
Is it from your wedding?
Yes, from the same damn venue. You can see the altar in the background.
Please tell me she didn't tag him.
She did. Jason. She tagged him and captioned it, "Some endings are really just beginnings."
I swear to God.
It has over 200 comments. People are congratulating her, asking if they're back together.
Of course they are. That's exactly what she wanted.
Some of our mutual friends liked it.
They're not your friends then.
I can't breathe.
Turn off your phone. Right now. Give it to Ava if you have to.
Why does this feel like a second betrayal?
Because it is. First he let her stand there. Now he's letting her rewrite the story.
I'm shaking. My hands won't stop.
Focus on my voice, not hers. Not the internet. Me, you, truth.
I feel like a joke.
You are not a joke. You are the only one who walked away with dignity. She just grabbed what was left and tried to dress it up.
But what if they really are back together? What if this whole thing was a setup?
Then they deserve each other. A man who stands silent and a woman who lives for applause.
I looked at the photo again. He wasn't even looking at her. He looked blank.
Because he knows the truth but doesn't have the spine to live it.
She wrote a second post. Sometimes it takes losing everything to realize who never gave up on you.
She's talking about herself like she's some romantic warrior.
But people believe her. They don't know what happened.
And you don't owe them your version. The truth doesn't need an audience.
I want to scream. I want to post the ring, the whole story.
And you'd feel better for 5 minutes. Then hollow again.
I'm not sure anymore. Maybe I did overreact. Maybe I walked away too fast.
Stop. That's the wound talking, not your wisdom.
But she's there, in his space, again, like I was never even real.
She's loud because you were quiet. She's petty because you were graceful. That's all this is.
She even used a filter. She looks like a bride.
But she isn't. You know that. He knows that. And even she knows that.
What if he never truly wanted to marry me? What if I was just the bridge between her and forgiveness?
You were not a bridge. You were a mountain. He was just too weak to climb.
I feel erased.
Then write yourself back in. Not online. Not with posts. With choices. Real ones.
I want to delete all my wedding photos.
Do it. Or archive them until it doesn't sting.
I already started. Each one feels like ripping skin.
That pain is proof you loved deeply. It's also proof you can survive it.
He hasn't said a word, not a message, nothing.
Silence is also a choice. And it says enough.
My aunt called. She saw the post. She asked if I was okay. I didn't even know what to tell her.
Tell her you chose peace over performance. That's all she needs to know.
People are texting me things like, I'm so confused.
Then let them stay confused. You're not a press release.
I feel like Vanessa's winning.
She's just louder. That's not the same as winning.
She's turning my pain into her plot twist.
But you're not in her story anymore. You're writing your own.
Why does that feel so lonely?
Because starting over always feels like standing in an empty room. But soon you'll fill it with truth.
I don't know how to stop checking. I keep refreshing, watching the likes go up.
Then give me your password. Let me change it. Just for a week.
Would you really do that?
In a heartbeat. This isn't about control. It's about your sanity.
Okay, do it. Take it. I can't look at it anymore.
Done. You're free now. Digital detox begins.
What if I miss something important?
What you really miss is yourself. And she's coming back, I promise.
It hurts so bad, Em. I didn't think it would keep hurting this much.
Because you loved with both hands. She clutched. You gave. That's why it cuts.
I hate that strangers think she won.
Let them. They weren't at the altar. They didn't see you walk away with grace while she lurked like a shadow.
I think I need to leave town, just for a while. Get out of this place.
Then let's go. I'll clear my calendar. We'll drive till your past is just a blip in the mirror.
I don't want to run, but I want to breathe.
Then call it a reset, not an escape. You're allowed to choose your peace.
You really think I'll get past this? Like, fully?
Yes, not because time heals, but because you will. You're the surgeon now, not the patient.
I want to feel powerful again. Right now, I feel like glass.
Then let's melt it down and turn it into armor. One piece at a time.
Promise me, if I ever think about messaging him, you'll slap the phone out of my hand.
Promise. I'll even mail it to the moon if I have to.
I think I'm ready to stop explaining myself.
Good. Because the ones who matter never needed an explanation. They already saw the truth.
I still don't understand why he didn't stop her, why he let her stay.
Because some men would rather avoid conflict than protect the woman they claim to love.
Then I loved someone who didn't know how to love me back.
And now you'll never settle for that again. That's your win. Not hers, not his. Yours.
I'm ready to go. Let's leave tomorrow. Just you and me and silence.
Booked, packed, gone. The road's waiting. So is the version of you who never needed anyone's spotlight to shine.
Thank you for being the one person who didn't flinch.
Because I never saw you as broken. Just briefly bent by the wrong man.
Let's go find what peace sounds like.
It sounds like a woman reclaiming her breath. And I'm already in the car.
We just passed the sign that says leaving city limits. I didn't expect to feel this light.
Told you. There's something holy about distance.
I rolled down the window, let the wind slap the last few memories off my face.
Leave them behind. Let them rot where they were born.
We haven't even gone far, and I already feel like I can breathe again.
Sometimes the oxygen isn't missing. It's just been poisoned.
I don't want to talk about him today. I want to talk about anything else.
Deal. So, you ever think of moving to a beach town and pretending to be a mysterious writer with a tragic past?
Every Tuesday, and some Thursdays.
Perfect. I'll be the ex-nun who bakes angry pies.
I'd pay to see that.
You're paying with your freedom. Best investment you'll ever make.
I still have the ring, in my bag. I couldn't bring myself to throw it.
Not yet. But you will, when it no longer feels like it held anything sacred.
Or maybe I'll mail it to Vanessa with a thank you note. Thanks for showing me who he really was.
I'd frame that. Hang it above the fireplace.
We should stop somewhere quiet, somewhere no one knows our names.
I know a diner off Route 7. It smells like old books and burnt sugar.
Perfect. I want pancakes and silence.
Coming right up, with extra syrup and 0 flashbacks.
I keep waiting for a wave of regret, but it's not coming. Just relief.
Because you were done long before you walked away. Your soul just took a minute to catch up.
What if I never want to go back?
Then you don't. We build forward, not backward.
What if peace is addictive?
Then overdose, babe. Let peace be your vice.
I saw a couple in the gas station. Newlyweds, probably. all sparkly and stupid.
Did it hurt?
Number, I just hoped they're being honest with each other, that no one's hiding ghosts in their pockets.
That's the thing. You didn't walk away from love. You walked away from lies.
And that's supposed to feel good.
Not good. Just right. And right lasts longer.
My phone buzzed. One notification. Blocked number, probably him.
Ignore it. Let his words die in silence.
Do you think he hates me now?
If he does, it's because you didn't let him get away with less than you deserved.
And if he loves me?
Then he'll have to carry that truth alone. You're not a project. You're not a redemption arc.
I want to erase everything. All the messages, all the pictures, all the what-ifs.
Then hand me your phone. Let's clean the slate together.
Done. Here. Start with the folder called Someday.
Oh, wow. These pictures, you both look happy.
We were performing. I see it now. I was smiling through questions.
Then let's delete every mask. One tap at a time.
Okay, 1, 2, gone.
How do you feel?
Lighter, like I'm slowly emptying a suitcase full of bricks.
Keep going. Let's not leave a single stone behind.
You know what scares me?
What?
That one day I'll forget how this felt and fall for someone exactly like him.
Then I'll be your mirror. And your alarm. And your emergency exit.
Promise?
On my angry pies and all.
I want to change my name, not legally, just in spirit.
Then what should I call you?
The woman who left.
I like it. Feels strong, sharp, true.
I used to think leaving meant failure. Now it feels like freedom.
Because it is. Every door you close becomes a shield.
If we drive far enough, does memory shrink?
Not shrink, but soften. The edges dull. The sting fades. The story shifts.
Do you think he's hurting right now?
Yes, but not the way you did. His pain is guilt. Yours was betrayal. They're not the same.
I still can't believe how quiet he was when it mattered most.
Some people don't raise their voices because they know it'll reveal the truth.
I almost wish he had screamed. At least then I'd know he fought.
He didn't fight because he was already tired. Not of love, but of pretending.
So was I. Just took longer to admit it.
But you did. And that's why you're here. On the road. With clean air and dirty car windows.
I'm going to write a book about this one day. Title it White Dress, Red Flags.
Bestseller. I'll write the foreword. She left with grace. He stayed with ghosts.
We're getting close to that diner, right?
10 more minutes. Pancakes incoming.
I want the biggest plate. I earned it.
No argument here. You earned more than food. You earned yourself.
I think I like her. The version of me that didn't beg to be chosen.
She was always there. You just finally let her speak.
You think I'll ever love again? Truly?
I don't hope you will. I know you will. But next time it'll be with eyes wide open and no pieces missing.
What if I'm too guarded, too scared to trust?
Then let love knock, not barge in. You set the rules now.
I want that. To write the rules. To never again be the one holding it all together alone.
You won't be. You have me. And more importantly now, you have you.
We're at the diner. It's small, crooked, and smells like burnt syrup. I think I'm in love.
Told you. Sanctuary disguised as a grease trap.
We got a corner booth. Sunlight's hitting my face. I don't remember the last time light felt warm, not heavy.
Because you stopped standing in someone else's shadow.
I ordered pancakes, eggs, and too much coffee.
Perfect. Fuel for resurrection.
I keep thinking about the first time I met him. He was charming. He held doors, said all the right things.
That's the thing about charm. It masks rot better than silence.
I wanted it to be real so badly. I filled every quiet with meaning.
You painted a house and called it a home before checking the foundation.
I know, but part of me still misses the house, even if it was sinking.
You loved with vision. He lived with memory. You were never in the same time zone.
He kept saying he wanted peace, but peace was just my silence.
Exactly. Peace isn't the absence of noise. It's the presence of understanding.
I think the worst part wasn't the betrayal. It was realizing how long I'd been betraying myself.
That line? That's everything. That's your turning point.
I'm not angry anymore. I'm just done with the loop, the wondering, the rewinding.
Then that's healing. Not loud, not shiny, just still.
The pancakes are melting, like butter never questioned the heat.
Look at you, turning breakfast into poetry.
You ever think I might have scared him by being too whole?
You didn't scare him. You showed him a mirror. He didn't like what he saw.
I used to think if I loved hard enough, people would become what I needed.
Love isn't magic. It's a mirror. If they can't stand their reflection, they'll break it.
I kept trying to protect him from the world, from the truth, from himself.
But who protected you?
No one, not even me, until now.
That's it. That's the moment right there. The one where you say never again and mean it.
It's quiet here, not the kind that aches, the kind that finally lets me hear myself.
That's the kind of quiet worth chasing.
I thought healing would feel like fire. It feels like cool water. Software patient. Still.
Because the fire already happened. Now you rebuild with your own hands.
Do you think there's a version of me in the future, years from now, who looks back at all this and smiles?
Not just smiles, laughs, drinks wine, writes books, trusts again, loves better, lives louder.
I want to meet her.
You are her. You just haven't caught up yet.
Do you think he'll ever regret it?
Yes, but not in the way you think. Not in one moment. In 1,000 little moments. Every time peace feels distant and you cross his mind.
I hope he grows, but not for me, for whoever comes next.
That's grace. You're letting go without venom.
I'm tired of bleeding for people who wouldn't scrape a knee for me.
That's the most self-loving sentence you've ever written. Tattoo it on your ribs.
I keep seeing Ava's face, how she looked at me when I walked away. She didn't cry, she just nodded, like she understood.
Because you gave her a blueprint. Of strength, of dignity, of not settling.
I was scared she'd think I was a coward.
She'll remember that her mother stood up when it would have been easier to bow.
Then maybe this pain is worth it.
Not maybe. Definitely. This pain is your passport to the life you actually deserve.
There's a kid at the counter drawing on a napkin. I asked what she's making. She said, "A lady with wings."
She doesn't even know how right she is.
I want to feel like I have wings again, not cement blocks.
You're already flying. One honest word at a time.
I don't know what's next, but for the first time, that doesn't scare me.
Because now you're not waiting for someone else to take the first step.
I took it, away from an altar, toward myself.
And look how far you've come. Without begging, without bending, without breaking.
Thank you for loving the version of me I didn't even know existed.
She always existed. She just needed the silence to speak.
I'm going to finish my pancakes, then I'm going to delete the last message he ever sent, and I won't save a backup.
Do it. And then let's drive until your name doesn't echo against his anymore.
We'll stop for more coffee in a town with no ghosts.
And maybe we'll even laugh. Not because we're over it, but because we outgrew it.
That might be the best kind of victory. Quiet, unapologetic, ours.
Exactly, not loud revenge, just soft peace.
I think I'm ready to be happy again, on my terms.
Then buckle up. Because happiness looks good on you. And this road is long, wide, and finally yours.
Let's go, let's never look back.
Only if we're waving goodbye.